Hey kids, Mr. JJ with Alive. This is our last week. We finally made it. Last couple months have been tough. We haven't been able to meet together or see each other, but we continued to do what we could to share the Alive elements of the months, the verses, the big ideas. Myself and Mr. Jim and Miss Jenny, we've been working hard to stay connected with everybody. So I hope everybody has enjoyed the videos and stayed in touch and kind of stayed in tune. So this month is Creation Month. I think it's very fitting. The month of May here in Wisconsin kind of shows creation. Everything comes alive. All the trees start getting buds. They have leaves. There's flowers springing up everywhere. Spring and early summer here in Wisconsin is kind of creation, sort of comes back to life for us here. So we get to see beautiful flowers. All the birds start coming back this time of year. Grass starts growing. It gets warmer. Kind of encompasses creation, and we get to see God's creation come back to life in the springtime. So I think the month of May has been very fitting for this. I am a big fan of creation in itself, God's wonderful world that is created for us. I love being outside. I enjoy seeing different birds and animals, and I've been watching an oriole in my yard for the last week, and I think it's just amazing the vibrant orange colors on the oriole. I just get caught up in watching God's creation sometime. How different things he's made it. I'm looking right now at a beautiful woodpecker fly by me that has a beautiful red head on it. So I really enjoy God's creation, what he's made for me. I love being outside and paying attention to it. So again, element of the month, this month is creation. Everything God has made, everything God has made, that is creation. I look around right now, I'm outside, I got a bird box behind me, I got a flower bed kind of behind me. I get to look around and just look at the rolling hills, the green fields, the trees that have pink flowers on them right now. God's creation is so vast. He has created so much variety for us. And it's simply amazing to take in. So we're going to burn through, I'm going to move forward and kind of look at Colossians 1:16 one more time with you guys. Colossians 1:16. For by him all things were created, in heaven and on earth. All things were created through him and for him. Through him and for him. I hope all you guys memorized that, used some of your parents' help to get all that taken care of and get your memorization done and reported to those that were doing it. I'm just kind of sad. This is our last week. I'm not going to do this again with you guys until next year, when hopefully I get to meet in person with you. Big idea of the week. This is our last one. So all of creation praises God. All of creation praises God. I think it brings praise to God. If anybody asks me, well, how do you know there's a God, or how did you know when you were a Christian? For me, it was being out in God's creation. When I'm sitting here and I look at the soil, the grass, the trees, the different trees I can see, the different flowers, I know that this didn't happen by accident. I know that someone created this, and that someone is God. He designed all of this to work together in unison and have variety, created different people, different trees, different plants, different flowers. It just brings me to know that there is a God. So all of creation praises God. So I'm looking right now at a beautiful pink tree. I'm looking at the trees blowing in the wind. All of this points back to our Creator and points back to God. And it ultimately brings him praise. So let's remember, when we're supposed to bring praise to God with how we act, our words, our actions. But let's also point out to others that what a great God we have. For those that don't know God, we need to point that out and bring praise back to him. That's what we're called to do. We're called to be disciples and bring people to God. And I think a great way of doing that is just being outside and pointing out God's creation here outdoors. It's kind of how I know that God is who he is when I'm outside and I can see his vast creation. Guys, it's been a great year. I'm sorry that we haven't been able to meet together in person for the last month or so. So just to reiterate, all of God's creation brings praise to him. All of creation praises the Lord. Guys, I hope you're praising the Lord. I hope you're outside enjoying the warm summer months that we're moving into. I hope you have a great summer. I look forward to seeing you guys all at church and meeting again with you next year.